From the Gettysburg Museum of History Studios, high atop Baltimore Street, in a maximum security facility complete with central air, it's AG Today.
Hey, I'm Gary Edelman.
Hi, this is Wayne Motz.
Hi, I'm Joey, Sir AC, and you're listening to Addressing Gettysburg.
And that's the coolest.
And that's the coolest.
Hi, this is Caroline Janey, and you are live on Addressing Gettysburg.
I love this podcast.
You're listening to Addressing Gettysburg Today.
Good evening, Bethany. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening to all of you at home or in the car or in the International Space Station. I heard we have some listeners up there. Welcome to AG Today. I'm going to apologize in advance for my voice. It is not yet returned to its normal golden timbre, but I swear, I had the flu.
I heard.
So I went, what was that, Court? Was that Wednesday when we were...
Wednesday.
Yeah, and I woke up, well, actually, I went to bed the night before, feeling like a little dry tickle.
Oh, no. The dry tickle gets you every time.
Dry tickle, deep in there. And so I said to Cindy, I go, is it dry in here? Do we need a humidifier? But I feel dry, you know? No, she felt fine. So I get up the next morning and I cough, and you know how sometimes you cough and it hurts, and then you get that phlegm ball that comes up and it tastes like infection?
Yeah.
I go, okay, I'm getting sick. But I felt fine, so I thought it might have been allergies because the weather was warmer, and sometimes I could confuse it because I didn't feel bad.
Yeah.
So then Court and Mikey B and I got together and we did some brainstorming. Hopefully. We did some brainstorming and we went around the battlefields and stuff, and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then my body started feeling a little run down. And so I left to go home, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? Urgent care is right there. I'm going to nip this in the buttocks.
Friends of the show.
Correct.
Urgent care.
Right. Dr. Foose.
You took him off his game there for a minute.
Yeah, he's like, what the
What
hell?
are you talking about?
That's funny.
So so I go over there. You know, of course, the hero's welcome. I walk in. They're like, oh, look, it's Matt. You know, Dr. Foose isn't here today, but, you know, well, that's okay, ladies. I'll sign autographs. So I go in, and they asked me if I want to do COVID, flu, RSV test. And I'm like, am I going to get a bill for $1,000 because insurance sucks? They're like, no, it's like $125. I'm like, all right, fine. Thank God I did, because the physician's, I don't know what it was. I think she was a physician's assistant who saw me. She's like, well, I don't think it's anything to treat, so just go home, rest, fluids, you know, the whole nine. Get whatever remedies work for you and all that. And I said, okay, fine. And luckily we had that swab because she had prescribed a cough pill to take. And I went to Walmart, got it filled, and while I was waiting, as I'm walking out, I get a notification that my test results came back in. So I look at them, COVID, negative. Influenza A, positive, abnormal. And so I take a shot and I send it to Cindy and I go, see, now we have scientific proof that I'm abnormal. And so then they called me and they said, we can prescribe Tamiflu for you. So I'm like, do it. I'm at Walmart now. I'll wait. They did. I went in, I got it, I came home, I took it. Now, that's supposed to like lessen the severity of your symptoms. So I've never had the flu before.
Oh, really?
Never had it. This was all completely foreign to me. And if what I had, the symptoms I had were lessened by the Tamiflu, thank God I went into urgent care. Yeah, because that was awful. And I had that shit. So, and then Cindy came down with it the next day.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. She took like one nap, and then next thing you know, she's doing jumping jacks and vacuuming the house and everything like that. She was fine. She bounced back like in a minute. I swear to God.
She may have had it previously. Do you think?
Like before in her, I don't know, ask
In
her.
your life?
In your life, Cindy, did you ever have the flu before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Huh?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not
I've
that
had
she's
that.
aware of.
I feel like I've had the flu numerous times.
Yeah, I've had it. And when Mark got it, I didn't get it.
So you think that makes your
Like an
less
immunity?
severe when you
I
get
don't
it?
know.
I've never heard that before.
Do you think that makes you better than someone else?
Yeah.
Listen,
Exactly.
I don't think I know.
Oh,
Oh, snap, yo.
I
Snap.
saw her bumper sticker. She means it.
Our buddy 6 Questions is sick with the vid, and you had a stomach thing.
Ezra
You
I
and
both did.
Ezra, you had to go to a hotel.
We were at a hotel.
Oh,
Woke up 1:00 in the morning to Ezra puking in the bed.
Oh,
And
that's
then
fun.
all over Mark, poor Mark, and then on the floor, and then on the couch, and then so eventually the hotel staff had to come in and like clean the room because it was disgusting, and I'm trying to clean it with toilet paper, the hotel toilet paper, and
Which everybody knows that's thin stuff.
yeah,
man.
thin stuff. And I'm like, we have to call somebody because I don't know what to do.
you didn't use the towels?
No,
Why not?
because
They washed
They'll
them.
give you new ones.
Oh, I felt bad. So she came up and they did what they needed to do. And then like that was at 1:30, 1:30. And then at 5:00, I'm like, I'm gonna go throw up. I'll be back. And I got it
yeah, you
and
got
had
it.
it the whole next day.
And they probably got it from cleaning up.
Well, what was interesting was the next morning I went down to the desk mainly to apologize because I felt so bad. And she's like, I'll tell you right now, I've worked in hotels for 20 years and I've never had that many calls from guests that they've thrown up in the room. She said there was something going around. Yeah. So she said it was just all night long. The phone was ringing. And I was like, oh, good.
Well, at least you weren't an outlier. You know, you were part of the pack.
I was. Maybe I was the alpha.
Colby is sitting
He just laughs and Matt just moves on. You know what, guys? Screw you both.
Colby is sitting in the big room today because it's his last show, folks, his last show. He called me as I was driving home from the pharmacy on Wednesday, and he said, dude,
Where's my car?
I got to tell you, definitely tomorrow's my last show. And I was like, oh, this Tamiflu better work because I'm not going to miss it. And you're leaving when? The 6th?
I'm leaving on Friday.
So they're leaving Friday.
That's scary.
And so I was like, God damn it. So I text all you guys and I'm like, all right, listen here. I'm dying with the flu. I don't want to get everybody sick. I can't, speak. And can we do this next Tuesday? Whatever. So that's why we're doing it Tuesday. We're still going to do our regular AG Today on Thursday. But this one is a special one because it's Colby's last one. And Colby, I have to say, has been a remarkable pal to us, personally, but also the show. And it started, he started as a patron, which he eventually canceled.
I think I still have it.
No, you don't.
I think I do. Have you looked?
Guarantee you don't.
Is it under America Fog of War? Because it might be.
No, no. I remember the day. I remember the day when Colby Sumner canceled was in my notification. I was like, F you. Anyway, so so he sends me a text or a message and he says, hey, can I pick your brain?
Oh,
I want to start my own
What were you doing?
podcast. Exactly. And I was like, yeah, I go, here's my number. It'll be easier if you just call me because going back and forth, I don't have the fucking, I don't have the damn energy or patience for it. So we ended up having like a 4-hour phone call and got along really well. And I said to him, you should just move out here and work with me on stuff and do your podcast from here. So like 2 days later, I get a text from or a call. I don't remember what it was, but he said, hey, dude, guess what? I talked to my wife and she's cool with moving out there. And I was like, what wife factory did you get that one from? Right? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
So,
Where'd you move from?
Colorado.
Denver.
Dang.
Yeah. So they moved out here 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
4 years ago. No. Yeah, 4 years ago.
That's crazy.
And now they're leaving for greener pastures. Literally, it's Montana. It's beautiful.
So I guess it's not as scary for you. You've already done the cross country move.
Oh, we moved because she's from Montana.
Yeah.
And we met when I was living in Florida and she was still living in Montana. So we first moved to Denver.
How did I miss all of that?
And then now we're moving to.
You didn't know that?
Were you stationed in Maryland somewhere?
No.
Okay.
No.
I made your whole life story up when I was telling Mom the other night.
I met Taylor on a rock climbing trip in Montana.
Aw, that's adorable.
She was working at a brewery the first night my cousin and I went to.
It was her first job. She was only 17.
But we invited her and her friend to go rock climbing with us. And that's how I met her.
That's adorable. She's really nice. I like her a lot.
She's great. But it's also her fault. We're blaming her for all of this. I tried to get her to come tonight.
I don't think she has any interest in this at all.
She has zero interest in podcasts.
Of course.
But also she's still packing stuff.
Oh.
She's a little stressed right now with the packing.
Bet she is.
Although we're not really. I mean, we sold
what do you got
everything.
To pack?
I know.
They sold all their house, their furniture, everything, with even their old photo albums. They sold it to the guy who's buying the house.
So are you moving to a place that is already pre-furnished, or are you starting over?
No, we're moving out there. We're going to start over because we have a plot of land that we're going to be selling out there too, and it's going to sell for a lot of money. So we're selling that and then using that to get furniture and then part of the house.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just real quick,
I mean, my address is. I'll give it to you later if you want to send me
you a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
because we're friends and everything.
And Matt doesn't pay you.
No, not even a little bit.
No, not even a free Patreon membership, which I should give you that. Yeah.
You know what you should do?
What?
I feel like once a month I should get ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah. I would work for chocolate ice cream.
She sounds like Michael Scott working for Pretzel Day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would do pretty damn near anything for a bowl of chocolate ice cream.
Thank you, 6 questions, for answering that question in the comments. So, anyway, Colby, I don't remember. At first, you would come on the show, maybe fill in when Eric wasn't available, right? To do the cameras and all that.
Give little comments. Because I was, when we first moved here, we were getting our studio set up. I was working on, we were doing a narrative at the time. That took a lot of writing. I was busy with that.
Yeah.
So I'd come help, I'd come help every once in a while. But then Eric ended up having to leave. And that's when
Right. So, well, that's skipping ahead there a bit. But anyway, so Colby had his studio and he offered me some space in there. So remember, you were there. We just watched a little bit of it. There was a time when you came on as a guest when Veronica was still doing your job.
Oh, was it on Baltimore Street?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the weed store.
Right.
The whole place smelled like weed.
Hot as a furnace in our
hot as an oven, smelled like weed.
I remember the smelling like
weed. But it was too claustrophobic, right?
It was tight.
It was tight for all of us there.
And I never got any work done. Daisy'd come in, we would just sit there and talk.
Neither one of us would get any work done. Yeah.
We wouldn't get anything done.
And so finally I moved back to the shed. And then Colby. But then when Eric left, Colby took his role on AG Today, not in everything, because he had his own show to do. And so then I thought AG Today, that was a good change. I thought, because he well, first of all, during the news. So at first, when it was me, Veronica, and Eric, I would goof around like an infant during the news and only amuse myself. And Eric wanted to go home, and Veronica got frustrated, and it just nobody was with me on that. So when Colby came in, he and I would sit and giggle like children in the corner while Veronica did the news, and now you and Cindy do the news. And what still cracks me up about it is that you, Cindy, Veronica, back in her day, never got the joke. Like
you
never
just muscle through.
Well, that's what I told them to do. But they never got the fact that we're supposed to be looking like children. You guys are all serious with the news, which, by the way,
here's what literally the direction I got. Are you ready for? Here's the direction. Act like you're pissed off. That's what he said. So that's what I do.
It works.
I don't ever remember saying that.
Yeah. So just just keep going. Just keep going and act like you're annoyed by us. And I'm like, not hard. And not hard to do.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's one of the things I'm going to miss about Colby is laughing with him while you guys are trying to do a job.
To do the right thing.
And by the way, before you go there, I just want to let the audience know the number is 717-420-1978 if you want to call in and share what you're going to miss about our buddy Colby. Go ahead.
I'm not going to miss that. 110% not going to miss that.
My wife doesn't like it either, but I've been doing it since I was 12.
Ugh.
Hard thing to quit.
What, the dip?
The tobacco and spitting it in a bottle and then leaving it sit there for us to look at.
Right.
Here, I'll put it down here.
I come in on Friday or something, and then there's like a solo cup with a paper towel and a whole bunch of cud just grossly sitting in there, and it stinks.
Oh my God.
It smells like mint.
It smells like rotten mint is what it smells like. It's disgusting.
I will miss
that.
The
I
laughter
won't miss
because your laugh is infectious. You do have a very
the laugh, especially. I always love the off mic in the back room laugh. That's why I leave the microphone on back there.
Yeah, the Gump stuff was really good.
The Forrest Gump. Oh yeah, that's right. Intercom Gump, I think is what we call it, right?
Yeah.
Just the things that crack him up. That's why my mother even said that. I think it was my mother. I was talking to somebody. It was my mother, and she said, and she goes, "I like when he laughs."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I have dreamt about you
moments.
laughing at me. Yeah.
There's some laughable moments on here, man.
Some, but not a lot.
What's the character on Home Improvement?
Wilson.
This is all I.
Well, right.
You're my Wilson.
Because over there, here I'm going to turn Colby's camera. Go to camera 3, please. See, so Court, let's see your head. Just right there's Court. Right. That's all I really see of whoever's back there. And it's
Wilson.
Wilson, yeah, he's Wilson.
I don't even see your eyeballs. I just see the top of your hat. And the only reason I know that because you do this thing. You nod when you're like with me. And if I see the hat go, I know I'm like...
You're doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
I'll tell you about it if you're not. I'll
Oh, yeah, you've called me out many times.
You got it. Just like that.
Yeah. You call me out and tell me when I'm being an idiot.
But there has been some funny moments on this show.
There have. What?
Well, we were talking about a few last night, and the truth be told, a lot of them revolve around Cam.
Yeah, you are a big fan of Cam.
So the first time, I'm sure this has been shared on the show before, but the first time, so we had just moved up here. I think I had been around Matt. Like I came to the studio, we'd hung out a little bit, but then it was going to be, were we up here shopping for a house? Maybe it was Remembrance Day, so I don't remember if we had moved here yet or if we were here shopping for a house.
The first time you were on?
No, the first time I met Cam, because that was Remembrance Day weekend.
Yeah, I don't think you were here yet. I think you were shopping for a house.
So we go and meet him down in front of what's the
Farnsworth,
the Farnsworth house, and we walk in. He's out there in the little patio area, and he goes, "There's Cam," and I walk over to Cam, and I'm like, "Cam, I'm gonna," I'm all excited. I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna be your new best friend." And Cam looks at me and goes, "Okay," and then doesn't say another word to me. He just looks at me like, "Okay,"
That's what's weird. He's very shy outside of this space.
Yeah,
he doesn't talk very much.
No, that's when Ricky Fowler was more excited to meet him than Bo. Yeah,
it's true, man.
He is a lovable celebrity around here. People. From a distance.
And he's got some moments that
some one-liners.
Well, one of those moments I think we have here is let's see, Court, if you want to, when I start playing, you can go to this one here. This is a classic moment when Cam was out in North Dakota working for the Park Service, and he called in, and let's go to that.
Wait, is where you're at in North Dakota? How far is that from Little Bighorn?
Oh, brother.
Just for people who want to know.
Perfect timing.
That was
Amy
great
just scared
timing,
us.
Amy. We thought somebody just
3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours.
3 hours. Oh, now it's down to 3. Did you get a faster car?
I go through time zones.
You go through time zones.
Oh, phenomenal.
I go through time zones.
Have you ever run into Doc Brown when you're doing that?
Oh, yeah. Marty,
No. Look.
chasing a buffalo.
That.
What?
Well, then wait. It takes you 5 hours to get back.
My park. The park I'm at is split between 2 time zones.
Right.
We're
He's
in
doubling
Central
down.
Time and Mountain Time.
Gotcha.
When I go to Little Bighorn, I switch in the Mountain Time.
Right. So it only takes 3 hours. So it only takes 3
How
hours.
long is your ass in the seat of your car? Not the time. How long do you have to sit behind the wheel?
I told you it's 3 hours. Because it's the
5
time
hours
zone.
back.
Oh my god. All right, Cameron.
Dude.
So that was. Go ahead. You could go back to us now, Court.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's like one of those moments. If you didn't have it on video, no one would believe you. No one would believe that story.
No.
That wasn't on video.
No, that was good. That was a good time. Let's see here. Let's talk to, looks like David. Calls to wish Colby something. Let's see what he says. David, you're on the air.
Hey, guys.
Oh, David Heisel, how are you?
Good to... Oh, it's good. It's good. It's nice and warm down here in sunny Odenton, Maryland. But yeah, I gotta say what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I gotta say it would have been kind of better if Colby had been on edibles this time. It's like there was that one amazing episode where Colby was completely effed up.
Yes, Cindy and I had to give him a ride home. He was so bad. Oh, that I totally forgot about that.
I was here that day.
Yeah, Cole, what was that? You didn't tell the story. You remember that day, or you were so zonked you don't even remember?
No, it was one of the. It wasn't even a real one. It was like one of the ones you can buy down the street
gas
here.
station.
Yeah, that's got me.
So
A
you,
little blood pressure,
so you
I
took a
think.
gas station edible.
Dude, come down to Maryland. We've got the real stuff. Just like stock up before you. But yeah, like I know, like Colby, you're a Marine Corps brother. I'm not Marine Corps.
Yeah,
I'm
he is.
Army 11 Bravo. You're 0311, right?
0351, but I was infantry. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you guys were 0311 too.
Well, 0311's like rifleman. I was an assaultman.
Hey, did you know Colby was in the Marines? 3rd Battalion and 3rd Regiment, it seems.
I have the best soundtrack.
You do.
You do.
You really do.
But no, I
You
was
do,
infantry.
pretty much.
I was infantry. So, I know 11 Bravo. 11 Bravo is the equivalent to 0311 in the Marine Corps. But what would you guys call do you have different MOSs for machine gunners? And
He was a Mordor man.
No, 11. So 11 Charlie. 11 Charlie is mortarman in the Army, and I don't know.
was in
There's
weapons
like 11
platoon.
X-ray, which but not machine gunners. I was a 240 Bravo gunner.
Gotcha.
3rd Battalion, 3rd Marine Infantry Regiment, 3-3.
Oh man, that's awesome! You guys are first ID, right, or first Mardiv,
No,
whatever you guys call it.
Matt's playing stuff from another. I was second Mardiv. I was in. I was actually attached to the 6th Marine Regiment. I was in 2-9. He's playing something from another thing. So yeah, a second Mardiv is where I was East Coast Marine. East Coast Marine.
Okay, man. Well,
I was in a weapons
so you
platoon.
didn't get the cool Guadalcanal patch on your shoulder.
No.
Well, you guys don't wear.
I did
patches
get to.
on
I
your
did get to wear
shoulder.
the French Fourragère though, because I was in the 6th Marines. Which
I bet they're all Marines though.
Whoa.
Sorry, that was so loud.
That was loud.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We don't wear patches, but because I think it's the 5th and 6th Marine regiments that get to wear the French Fourragère, which was earned in World War I.
Yeah.
And I had a combat action ribbon with a star on it. I had all this stuff, and the only thing I ever got asked about was the French Fourragère. It was something I didn't even earn. It was just the unit I was in.
What a beautiful cord that beautiful cord that you have on your shoulder there.
Right.
That looks really cool.
That's about how it went.
He's talking to Mickey Mouse.
But yeah, man, I appreciate it. And Army infantry guys, what unit were you in?
I was 216, so first ID, Fort Riley.
Awesome, Big Red 1, dude.
Yeah. We. What's really cool is my great grandfather fought in 216 as well. So
that's awesome. Some family heritage there.
Yeah. He landed at Omaha Beach.
Wow.
So. But anyway, dude, best of luck to you. Like, go out to Montana. Probably, I feel like you guys just like shoot guns. I don't know what you do for work in Montana.
I'm imagining,
but I know you shoot guns.
Well, let's talk about that because he's going to be a popo out there. He's going to be an officer of the law.
You got the job?
I did get it.
Yeah, he did.
They gave me a
detective lieutenant.
They gave me a badge number already and everything.
Yep.
You're a detective lieutenant.
What are you doing?
No. I'm going to be a cop in Montana.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Can you please take a picture?
I mean, keep those damn moose in order. They're getting out of hand, man.
The moose and the grizzly bears, man.
See, that's what I'm picturing. Like it's like Longmire or something. You know, he's going to be one of those types of cops, and
I wear a leather jacket and a cowboy
It's always
hat.
these fun small town adventures that he gets to go on, and there's some wilderness involved, and sometimes he has to take a horse up into the mountains. I'm kind of like jealous.
Maybe you can go out as an intern or something.
Yeah, what?
You can go out as a cop intern.
Yeah, I'll go along. Maybe like you bring me in for a special case. And I'll be like, well, let me see.
I'd recommend that with your newfound appreciation for law enforcement, you cease and desist with the various cannabis edibles.
Cannibal?
No,
Jeez.
definitely cannibal. Don't be a cannibal.
Whoa.
Definitely don't be a cannibal.
Yeah.
It's bad for you.
That doesn't fly well with law enforcement.
No, they don't like cannibals.
No.
Yeah.
Well, David, thank you very much. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
One more.
I was just gonna say, you sound like shit, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Like you should take some Robitussin immediately.
I've taken everything. This is just damage from the cough. I think it landed right on my vocal cords, and it was not fun. Not fun. But actually, you won't believe
weird
this.
That it sounds kind of sexy.
No, completely normal. Actually, I find it to be very sexy as well.
It's like Phoebe on Friends.
Yeah, if you enjoy the sound of somebody who's hacking on you, it's sexy.
It's sexy.
No.
I always kind of appreciate my voice when I'm sick.
David, I'm talking to you.
When I'm sick, I feel like I sound cooler.
David,
I
what
sound more
planet are you
sinister,
on?
at least.
David, are you with me now? Hey, David. He can't.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Can you hear it? Okay, never mind. Forget it.
Oh, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on.
All
Preach
right.
it to me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, enough.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Jesus. All right, Dave. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
My virginity.
Wow.
All right. I will talk to you soon. I can't wait to see you at the Farnsworth house.
Yes.
Sweeney's Tavern, you and me.
I'll buy you a beer.
Oh, I'll buy you a beer, then we both have
gosh.
a beer.
Okay, all right.
Moving on.
Thank you very much for the call, David. Colby will miss you as well.
All right. Yeah, good luck, Colby. Take care, guys.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
That was going to become about them and not about you, so
Yeah,
I had to put
so we had to put a stop to it. But no, so I guess we should say that you are going to be a cop.
I am.
Out in
I'm very
Missoula.
proud of you.
Thank you.
And
I still got to get out there and do everything to I got to do like the academy and all that stuff still.
Yeah, but
it's not going to be
you've been
like the
through
movie
the
Police
Marines.
Academy.
No, it's not going to be.
Which is a shame because that actually looks like it would be fun.
It does look like it would be fun. It's interesting. They do their police academy though. It's like it is like a they only have one in all of Montana.
Oh wow!
It's in the capital. It's like a boot camp. You have to go there and live there. I mean, it's not like boot camp, but
how long?
In the sense that you like live in a dorm.
Yeah, how long are you there?
3
6
months.
weeks? 3 months. Wow.
3 months.
Wow. Well, listen.
I'm telling you, I would not do well.
You know, here's another
As the wife.
something. Another thing. Why? What's wrong with that?
When Mark's away for a weekend, I'm like nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like it. I just don't like it. Everything's off and weird, and the routine's screwed up, and cats and dogs are.
I don't know if you knew this, but back in, it starts in late '69, early 1970. Glenn Campbell, right? He had a problem with the drink, and he goes into the studio one night because a friend of his was leaving the band. He was like the bassist or whatever, and his name was Colby. And so I have the Glenn Campbell box set.
Yeah.
After he died, they put out this big box set. And so it's got like old demos and things like that. And then it has like the later version that made it on the radio, and all that. Like kind of like the Beatles did with the anthology back in the 90s. So I found it, and I'm gonna risk the copyright strike here playing it because I think it's pretty. Now the first one, he goes in the studio with a couple of the guys. He's a little drunk, and you can hear it. You can hear it. Second one though is radio ready. Let's do the first one here. I think. Yeah, here it is.
Colby, you're leaving now. Cheek stained with salt. Time slipped away somehow. It's all Taylor's fault. The laughter we shared, all gone like house clothes. Now dreams feel impaired. You're ruining that show. Don't go, Colby. We're begging, please. Don't go, Colby. We're on our knees. Let Taylor go. You can visit her twice a year.
No, I think that last line was "Let Taylor go. You can visit her twice a year."
Bruh.
That was. I'm sorry, but there was the end there.
Yeah, nah, bruh.
The great Glenn Campbell.
Yeah, nah, bruh.
Anyway, so that was his drunken. I think he hiccuped when he said "visit her twice a year," but I think that was a line because in the later radio version of the song that came out. Now I think this was before he really hit rock bottom and had to quit drinking, but they were able to produce it up well enough. They changed it from "Don't Go, Colby" to "A Plea for Colby," and here's what it sounded like. Some of you may remember this.
Mm-hmm.
The older folks.
Colby, you're leaving now. Cheek stained with salt. Time slipped away somehow.
It's all Taylor's fault. The laughter we shared, all gone like house lows. Now dreams feel impaired. You're ruining my show. We're begging, please. Colby. We're on our knees.
Yeah, it was later in the 70s, so
funky. That was funky. I like that.
Oh, there's more,
The addition
but
of the strings was a nice touch.
yeah. Well, I mean
Horns and strings.
that's classic Campbell right there.
Yeah.
Now here we go. Gets a little crazier.
Oh.
Okay. Funky Campbell. He wrote this with the guys from Chicago.
Let Taylor go. You can visit twice a year.
Man. Huh? Glenn Campbell, man, what a talent.
I'm
what
impressed.
a talent. We will miss
impressed.
him. We still
I'm
do.
impressed.
We do miss him. I miss him.
That was good stuff.
Let's see. We have somebody on the line named Michael Hunt. Hello, Michael. You're on the air.
Michael Hunt.
Michael.
Matthew.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Are you upset that you're not going to be able to meet Colby when you come out here?
Not at all. I can't wait to see you go.
All right. What do you got for us, Grant? You got to carry the show today. My voice is hurting.
Well, that's what I always do, isn't it? That's just normal routine.
Exactly. Thank God you called this early.
So what's going on? Are you being a bit of a prima donna, crying about being sick, or what's happening?
Oh, God. No, I was from Thursday through Sunday, but I started feeling better yesterday. So now I'm pissed. Because I didn't talk all day today. I rested, and yesterday I saved my voice a bit. And I still sound like Harvey Firestein or Stone. Harvey, what was it? The guy that I said you sound like?
Harvey Weinstein.
Not Harvey Weinstein. Who's the guy that I said you sounded like from Mrs. Doubtfire? What was his name?
Oh, yeah.
Harvey.
Matchmaker, make me a...
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Name?
I don't have to try hard. Anyway, Grant, what do you want?
Well, I would just like to say my true feelings about Colby, I think. Shouldn't that be important?
I think it. I would love to hear it. Please go ahead. Enlighten us.
Lay it on me, man.
Yeah.
Are you going to really leave us with stuffy old Matt, Colby? We can't let you reconsider it all?
Exactly.
I got to. I have to. He's going to have to carry on the torch.
Don't know how.
No,
He'll have
it's
to.
a real shame. You know, we're really going to miss you, Colby, because, see, and don't worry, I'll keep the memory of you on the show alive.
I appreciate
because
it.
Matt has just tried to forget Veronica as much as he can, but with Colby, I'll keep it going.
I hope she knows when she watches this that you're joking.
We all love Veronica.
I know.
Ronnie Ronstadt, dude.
Ronnie Ronstadt.
I love Veronica, but I don't know about Matt.
See, that's your sick Australian sense of humor. Listen to him giggle.
Okay.
12? Look what I do. I'm causing problems in other countries.
You know what he will have to do, though? Matt's going to have to learn how to make the joke and laugh at his own joke successfully.
I know. Well,
That's the worst part of the whole thing.
I know. Well, I'll have to just have you on my.
There you go.
Well, thanks, Colby.
The best
I don't
part
think Matt's ever had a problem laughing at his own jokes.
is going to be the quiet after the joke.
Yeah.
When Cindy and I just stare at him
The
like he's an
crickets.
idiot.
It's gonna close up cut to Matt, and you're just gonna
Court.
see a small tear.
Court, those are the big shoes to fill for you, Courtney. Is you've got to goof around.
You should just have a laugh track, Matt. A permanent laugh track.
I think I'm gonna just get on my little board here. I'll just get some buttons with Colby's
Various laughs.
You gotta
various
get
laughs
a,
on it.
you gotta get a ha.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
just the single one off.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah, because those are good. You
those
get
are-
me, that's getting me in the
And I
moment.
think that's what my mother was talking about. Those,
Yeah.
just the ones that surprise even you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just fly out of me, and I'm not even ready for it.
Yeah. Well, that's
what she said.
So Colby.
Yep.
That's what my grandmother used to say when she'd break wind.
Whoops.
Go ahead. What are you saying? Anyway,
Colby, how quickly, when you pull someone over in your new role as a cop, how quickly are you going to tell them you're a Marine and from Florida? How many seconds is that going to take?
I'm gonna open with that. That's what I'm gonna open with. You forget license and registration. It's gonna be I was a Marine and I'm from Florida. Now give me your license and registration.
Don't mess with me.
Were you ever in the Marines?
Yes, I was. And now you know.
I thought it was funny when I was.
Is there a high? Did you? But you, as a Marine and from Florida, isn't the IQ test for a Montana cop much higher?
Wait, you got too Australian for me. Say that again.
Basically saying you're dumb, but it's okay.
Wait, say
You sexist bitch.
What did you ask me one more time?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a bad joke. So Bethany,
What, honey?
you've got to really step your act up now.
I know.
Colby going. There's a massive absence. You've got to really do more now.
I know.
It's called COVID.
Yeah, well,
You can't just screech about. You can't just really screech about Greeks and weed all the time.
Shut up. I think Bethany does her job well. Court's got the big shoes to fill.
That's not what you were telling me.
He has to goof around with me during the news like Colby did. That's all. I think you could do it, Court, right? You're a goof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I live for that.
Exactly.
I live for that.
You just act like you're just hanging out with the boys. Forget the girls are even here.
That's what we do. That's when we let the girls take over the show and
Love
we
you
forget
all.
that they're here. And that's where you get what we call gold. Comedy gold. Oh, God. Okay. What else, Grant? Anything exciting?
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
Nothing exciting. I've got one joke and then I'll go.
Go ahead.
Tell
us your
What is
joke.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Matt's ego and Little Round Top?
What? What is the difference between my ego and Little Round Top?
Your ego's bigger. See? Terrible jokes. Gotta go.
Yes, you do.
I thought it was going to say something about the beavers. I really did. I thought I was waiting.
No, he's not that clever. Anyway, all right. So,
I love Grant.
But let's talk now about, we've alluded to it a little bit. Glenn Campbell even knew back in the day. Let's talk about Taylor's culpability in your leaving here. I think it's too bad she won't even listen to your final show and she could call in and take me to task on this. But here's the prevailing theory. The prevailing theory is, this is among the listeners on the message boards. They think that Taylor is dragging you away because she wants a certain life. And I say no.
You say no.
That is not true, listeners. She's not dragging him. He is willingly going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he is whipped. Is this correct?
That's what this means.
Okay, I understand.
No, she had two options because she came here. So she came here for me. We did like 4 years.
That is true.
So she had two options on where we could go. Now the decision she made, it doesn't make 100% sense to me. She had Florida or Montana.
Yeah, two big.
That's a big difference. But
you have your family's in Florida.
Right.
Hers is in Montana.
There's no winter in Florida.
I know. That's why I would choose.
Florida. But Montana won out.
Well, Montana is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I
why
remember
can't
the
you-
pictures of the place you said that you go to. I looked them up after you said.
Like Flathead Lake.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. We
my
got a cabin
God.
on Flathead Lake, which is
gorgeous.
What I would do is I would sell those 5 acres, use it to buy a little place down in Florida. You do your winters down there and your summers up in Montana.
I don't know how much the police department.
I don't know
Let me get away with that.
Tell them you'll be a cop for them down in Florida.
A Montana cop
Yeah,
down in Florida.
I'm sure some.
Tell them you
I'm
go
sure
down
some.
and extradite all the people from Montana
I'm
that are now
sure
in
there
Florida.
are some Missoula criminals who escaped to Florida. Everybody goes to Florida. It's where the weather suits your clothes.
Yeah.
Right? You
and
can
they
be
got
homeless
and they
there.
got Disney. You know, they got
And they
Disney
have
and
Disney.
Universal and
Yeah, you never know
Busch Gardens.
when criminals are gonna just be there.
Debbie Jones is in the back. Debbie, go over to the microphone, if you will. I hate to put you on the spot here, but share with us what your fondest memories of Colby are, and what you'll miss about him the most. If anything. If nothing, then you can just say nothing and pass the microphone to Cindy.
Oh, you put her on the spot.
Miss the most.
You put her on the spot.
Is it the dip?
No.
No.
No, I gotta go with I'm gonna miss his laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the laughter.
It's almost childlike, isn't it?
It's from the belly.
It is from the belly. It is a true laugh. I haven't done that in years.
The jokes he makes at your expense are also entertaining.
Yeah. That's what I like. That is a good point. I do like that. Is that when Grant can't be on the phone, Colby's here.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
That
now,
is true.
Now both are going to have to call in. Maybe
Oh,
you
that
can.
is true. You
Maybe
can
you can
call
get
in.
the police force to listen to the show while you guys are on duty, sitting around waiting for someone to commit a crime.
Yeah. I'll be
Because
like,
what are they doing in Missoula, Montana? What kind of crimes they got there?
I mean, probably the same as everywhere else. Less than Chicago.
I would hope so.
Probably more than Gettysburg.
Probably.
Are you in a city?
Yeah, Missoula.
Okay, so
But
you're
guess
not
how many
like out
people
in
are
the-
in this city?
How
I was
many
gonna say,
people?
how big is it?
70,000.
70,000.
Okay, that's not a city. That's the town I grew up in Parsippany was like 50,000. We didn't call ourselves a city.
It all depends on how you incorporate.
But if you're surrounded by nothing but nothing, it's a city.
It's the only city in that part.
Is it the largest population in Montana? Or is
No, I think
Helena,
Bozeman's. I think
Bozeman?
Bozeman's probably bigger, but it's got. I think it's in like the top 3.
All right, I'm looking it up.
I mean, Montana has the most mass, like land mass, and it's the least populated. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
State.
It's not very buildable. Is
Well,
Spell
it-
Missoula.
It is Missoula. There are parts, but there's also a lot of Indian reservations.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So
a national
I'm going to
lands,
check the
I'm
weather
sure,
there right now. It is currently 44 degrees and cloudy there.
not much different.
While
than here.
she's checking the weather, 6 questions. Lentz is on the phone. He'd like to say
What's he
goodbye
got?
to you. I think a fare thee well is what he'd like to
Fare
sing.
thee well.
You got to sing to him, Mikey?
No, man.
Oh,
I
you,
am in,
you sound like me.
I'm in no condition to be singing. I mean, naturally, you have enough drops on your board to show how badly I sing when I'm not sounding like I'm a smoking cat.
I know. That's what I'm looking for as we're talking.
You make fun of Grant's
I'll try to
laugh.
buy more time for you.
Go ahead.
I'll try to buy more time for you, but
happiest girl in the whole USA.
Go ahead.
See, there you go. Just get that some auto tune in that sucker, and we got a top 20 hit. We're doing good.
Think you'd break
Okay.
it.
Yep. Yeah, no kidding. But Colby, yeah, man. I mean, what can I say? The first podcast I was ever a guest on was on his podcast, talking about Brandy Station.
Brandy Station.
And it was a really, 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 really cool episode. Getting to talk about that story and really developing my skills as a storyteller. I mean, he helped me a great deal in that. But I think the biggest thing I'll miss about Colby is the fact that, man, whenever he comes in, we can nerd out about the Maryland campaign and the Pacific War in World War II. And it's just, and we can pick up where we left off from the last time we saw each other.
Yeah, and you can nerd out about just about anything with him, and he'll go on and on and on and on.
Is this the Colby stole the show one?
No, that's this one.
Yeah.
Real Bon Jovi vibe.
Yeah, because at the time when the Walk Tallers wrote this, he would go on a monologue, and then it would end with, and so on our show, what we're doing, and I'm like,
you gotta find a plug, dude.
And
You
I was
gotta
like-
find a plug.
I was like, Walk Tallers, you got to make something there. So they did, and then he stopped doing it.
Can I show a picture
Go
of
ahead.
Missoula? Look how beautiful this is, guys.
Well, I could actually pull it up on the thing here if you give me a second. Don't go to it yet, Court. Missoula. How do you spell it?
MISSOUL. It is pretty, man. It's right in the valley.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's like it's like a movie. Let's
It does
see.
seem fake.
We'll go here to
It's too pretty to be.
The city they lived in, and the river runs through it.
Oh, really?
Missoula.
What to
Norman.
do in Missoula. Here we go. Hold on. Let me see if I can open image, a new tab. Let's go to that. All right. And there you go. Go to it now there. Look at that. That is lovely. Okay. Look, it's very small. Right? And they got the
Doesn't look
mountains in the
small.
background. It's how many square miles is it?
It's not big.
It looks to me like Gettysburg.
That area right in the center is the entire downtown.
Right, that looks like Gettysburg. Actually, it looks smaller than Gettysburg.
can
And
you
then
keep
you got the
flipping?
sprawl. No.
Hmm.
Let me see. What's to do in Missoula? What other things they have there? Look at that. That's a nice
We got college.
They got a lot of stuff. People
University.
can Google it themselves. We don't need to waste their time with this stuff here. But, you got your stuff. You got, people, bikes.
People on bikes that go really
look
Bike
at that.
riding.
That's surfing. Look at
They
that.
do that in the river.
All right. And there you go. There you go.
You
And there
literally
have
picked
it.
the worst website to go through pictures.
Well, I picked the first one. All right.
Epic fail.
He went to the University of Montana's website.
Yeah. Here's what they do. Okay. They dance. They go to cabins. They go to the movies. Everything that you do. They ski.
Do you ski?
No, I mean, I can snowboard, but neither Taylor or I are
They
really
love
into
movies
it.
there, apparently. Then they go
I don't
to
know if you
the
guys
top
saw
of
that.
it.
That was the Roxbury. We're going to go there all the time. Oh, sorry, the Roxy.
The Roxy.
I was gonna say, where have you? Wrong.
Okay. And you can go, what is that? Kayaking? No, that's not kayaking. What is that?
Paddleboarding. You take your dog
Yeah,
with you.
take your dog paddleboarding.
Now you gotta get a dog.
I have two.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
As long as you have a dog.
Two.
Obviously, by the picture.
Well, Mike, are you going to cry?
Yes, but not related to this.
Well, can you do it now and not say that it's not related to this, since we get one person crying? Bethany will cry
Well,
by
you
the
do
end. Don't
have
worry.
that drop from Bethany about the crying Native American dude. So
That's true.
go with that one. We'll
There's
call
so-
it good.
There's so many possible drops here for us with our hoarse voices, you know?
There's a Native
I
American
know.
man with a tear coming down because of you.
All right, Mike. Thank you for the call.
Yes.
I hope the COVID gets out of you quickly. Rest up.
Yeah, feel better, Mike.
Take care, and I'll see you when you're better.
Thank you. And bye, Colby.
Bye, Mike. Take it easy, buddy.
Are you gonna call in at least once in a while?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that,
Yeah,
right?
I'll call in, make some jokes at Matt's expense.
Are you you're leaving on Friday and you're driving out?
Yeah, 3 days.
So both you and Taylor are leaving Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're going to be joining us for dinner tonight?
Yes.
Okay, good. Very good. Well, Cindy, would you like to get up now and give Colby a hard time? You and I have not been taking this well, if I can be honest, right? When we were, remember, we almost ran off the road because our eyes were blurred with tears last night after we came home from dinner.
Yeah.
And go ahead, talk about
It's because you farted in the car.
How hurt you.
So what is the thing I'm going to miss most?
Oh, here we go.
Lay it on me, Cindy.
Go ahead.
It's your wife.
That's a good answer, though.
That's a fantastic. I'm serious, but I'm also not, because I will say that Colby and Taylor are probably what I would consider some of our closest friends.
Yeah.
At least some of mine here, and so I will miss you tremendously.
We'll miss you guys. Now you just have to make trips out to Montana.
Yeah, I got to talk that guy into driving for that long, but.
Oh, she can drive that long. I'll sit in the back.
He'll sleep.
He'll nap on you. That's what happens when Taylor and I ride together, Cindy. She naps and I drive.
See, I can't nap when someone else is driving, though.
You have napped in the car when I drove.
But I can't like actually like.
Oh, like sleep. I gotcha.
No, I can't say I'm going to take a nap. Like I fall asleep because I'm too tired. There's a difference. But I'm always half asleep, but I'm always keeping my eyes open to make sure the driver doesn't fall asleep. Because sometimes when I'm driving and somebody falls asleep, I start dozing off. But I don't want to wake them up, so I'm like, So I don't have faith.
Real Michael Scott in the driver's seat.
Exactly, and start screaming when I wake up.
Well, I'm lucky to have known you for
Me too,
as long
Cindy.
as I
I'm
have.
lucky to have known you guys.
And I am not to have known you. Actually, I will rephrase that. I am lucky to know you.
Yes.
Because
Well,
I'm
thank
not
you.
going
Thank
to
you.
stop knowing you.
Well,
And go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say. Well, now this next summer, you guys will have to come to the cabin.
Yes. Well,
You
that's
guys will
for
enjoy
sure.
the cabin. Cabin is pretty sweet.
I like how you think I can. There's like this summer is
He's gonna have
plannable.
a
Not
free
this
time.
next summer. Maybe next summer.
I'm booked out 3 summers in advance. Okay.
Look at Cindy's face.
Are you?
Yes.
Are
busy
you?
guy.
A lot of
Are
things
you?
going
I'll come
on.
out, Colby.
Come on, Cindy.
There you
You're
go.
never going on vacation again.
Come on. We'll take you to Whitefish and all the cool places, man.
She loves sable. Isn't sable a whitefish?
The town whitefish. A lot
Right
of
over my head.
salmon. Salmon's.
You thought you were being so smart.
Isn't it? I think that's from an old Larry David thing.
I
Where
don't know, but your
he-
face was like, I'm so smart.
Oh, Christ. I do have a message for Taylor, so Colby can play this show for them on their way to at least buy
Well,
them
I
an
think
hour.
that my message was very clear.
She's gonna miss Taylor the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
Thing I will
directly
miss
to
the
her,
most
though. Like,
about
you want
Colby is his
to.
wife.
Do you want to guilt them in, like any kind
No,
of.
I already tried.
Yeah.
I already tried.
I grew up Pentecostal. Guilt's hard on me, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard to guilt
Don't
me
have
into
guilt.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, considering all the lies you told when you were first.
And that's right. Like, and we were saying last night when we
We
were.
only had a few weeks to get used to this news, I'll tell you. And that's not fair.
No.
By the way, I'm moving.
When?
A couple weeks. And by the way, yeah, I wasn't really where I said I was.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We're
That's
moving
how,
to
he,
Nevada.
that's how he did it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it
you
was
know-
just
you know-
like a by the
Oh,
way.
hey, our house
In
is up
fact,
for sale.
Can't get you guys too riled up if it didn't
I didn't-
play out. You know.
I
We
didn't
would've
even
been
know you were
happy.
going until like 2 weeks later. He was like, "Oh, we got to say goodbye to Colby," and I'm like, "Where's he going?"
Yeah.
Like, he's moving. Oh,
Leaving Friday.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You do know that
is-
that's crazy, right?
And it all happened very quickly because they had said around, I don't know, the holidays or towards the end of the year that, yeah, we're probably going to move in a
fibbed.
year or
In
two.
a year or two. They fibbed.
And
You
then,
know.
then it changed to 2 months.
Didn't
That-
change.
no, it didn't
You
change.
changed it.
Then you couldn't come to the show because you were in Montana for a wedding in like January. And then you come back like
It was
that's
only a few weeks after you said in a year or two.
right. And then you come back on Saturday, you come over for dinner on Sunday, and you're like, all right, dude. So we weren't at a wedding in Montana. We were in Montana, but it wasn't for a wedding. I'm like, what was it for? It was a job interview, dude. Well, doing what, bro? And he's like, cop in Missoula. And I go, the hell do you want to do that for? And he's like, nah, bro. And I was like, okay.
That's the reasons.
Those are the
And-
reasons. 1, 2, and 3.
I called Cindy into the room and we told her, and she literally looked like she almost cried. She was about to cry. And she looked at Taylor with this look of betrayal in her eyes. Remember? And you looked at her and you said,
It
how
was
could
a
you
shock.
do this?
It was a shock.
To me.
Honestly, I don't. To me, it doesn't seem like it's real right now. I don't know how it feels for you. Your house is all
He doesn't
packed up,
give
so
a
it
flying
probably
F.
feels real. And you're like, whatever, no big thing. And I'm sitting here like, but don't leave. No, but to me, it doesn't feel real. And so when you guys are gone and I'm like, hey, want to go for dinner? And then I remember that you're all the way across the country.
Yeah, remember when we got our place and we're like, oh, you know what's cool is it's like between the Happy Farmer or whatever that beer place that we've discovered, the thirsty tractor.
You cannot get that right.
I can't get any of the names right.
Thirsty Farm. Right?
We're like, oh, it's in between our house and their house, which I don't think it's actually in between, but it's like it's close. We could all go there. And we're like, yeah, next spring we'll go there. Yeah.
No, now we can't.
Not anymore.
We did have Taverna when we had it, though.
We had it, and you did introduce me to the chicken tenders,
which are I am gonna say.
That doesn't matter.
They're the best chicken
not there
tenders
anymore?
in the world. No, that's still there, but
we
won't
Colby
have it.
isn't there.
You made it sound like it was gone. Okay.
No, they're going to be gone.
Oh, okay, Cindy.
They're going to be gone.
I love you.
She looked like that.
I love you.
Yeah, angry and hurt. Hurt from the anger. Angry from the hurt.
Taylor was supposed to go with me to the antique show.
I know.
There were all these plans.
You know, she said she talked about that to me. She goes, I feel terrible because Cindy just said that we were going to do this antique show.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew then.
We were going to be gone.
Because she said, when is it? And I said, May. She goes, oh, that's so far.
Yeah, that's right.
Because she already knew.
That's right.
She already knew.
And you know what? There's nothing worse than when your friend and his wife or your friend and her husband secretly plot to have their own life independent of you.
Separate of you.
How selfish.
I know.
I mean, think about somebody else for once.
But when she said, oh, that's far, and you're like, you now looking back, you know that she knew, right?
I know she knew.
That means they were sitting at their house having conversations without our consultation about this new life they're going to have, complete with mountains and snow and rivers running through it and
no
a
Matt and
baby
Cindy.
and no Matt and Cindy.
Oh, won't it be grand?
And just not being team players.
Yeah.
No.
Epic fail, Colby.
Well, you know, I feel bad that you guys can't come with me.
But ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, addressing Gettysburg is a necessary stepping stone to a better life.
3 people now have made that step.
What the hell's wrong with the rest of us?
Everybody else goes on to something better except for me.
Your time's coming, Bethany. Just give it a few more months.
Give it a little bit.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. But listen,
you're like the guy that chicks date before they get the guy they marry.
The guy they marry, yeah, of course. That's literally been the story.
That's what this show is.
Let me ask you this.
Ask away, buddy.
If you've heard of this nonprofit that's been in the works, right? It's about to go. If it was about to go and gone a year ago, and we were able to raise money, and I could say, Colby, forget about your show. I'll give you this much amount of money a year. You come and help me and work with me and do this. Would you be allowed to stay?
I don't think that's it. I think we'd still be going. Because we do want to have a family.
What is the reason for going?
Well, we want to have a family and we want to be close to family.
Why? You have dogs. What do you need a family for?
And they don't carry on your family name, though.
Sure they do.
You know?
I don't know. I've got a Romeo Whiskers Yingling.
Yeah, but that dog, will die.
It's a cat.
They might outlive you.
Yeah.
Okay, but kids are overrated these days, right?
They puke on the floor in the hotels
and then
in
they
Cincinnati.
grow up, they hate you, and you don't want kids. You're so young still.
36.
Yeah. Well, she's so young. She's only 22.
She seems that way.
She's got plenty of time.
Is she going to work at the hospital out there?
No, I think she's going to be a stay-at-home wife.
Jealous.
Yeah. Why don't you be a stay-at-home dad? And because she could make a lot as a nurse, right?
Send her to work. She could when she makes good money, but she was making a lot more when she was doing the travel nursing.
Well,
but that's kind of fallen by the wayside now,
Yeah.
They're not doing that as much.
Right, because of gas. Is that why? I don't know.
There's a lot of reasons.
There's a lot of reasons.
Well, to be honest, I think the main reason is that the nurses that were like contract employees at the hospital were getting pissed that the travel nurses were getting so much money to do the same job.
Of course. Well, you know what?
And not having to put up with the bullshit for any time.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have become travel nurses.
Pays to be a winner. That's what I say.
It's the decisions we make, folks. That's all.
That's one of the best sayings I ever heard in the Marine Corps. I don't know if you guys knew I was in the Marine Corps.
Were you?
Hey, did you know Colby was in the Marines?
Go ahead.
I find it so, if we play that a year from now, nobody's gonna know what it means.
No,
and
no
I'm
one
sad
will.
because he had the best soundtrack.
You know what we should do when we're getting towards the end? We will
Just play a bunch.
Play the
We
greatest
will
hits.
play. They're all only 30 seconds each, so we'll play all the Colby songs for their final time.
Give a salute.
Yeah, it'll be the burial at sea of the Colby songs, and then now I'll have room on my board for something else.
I love watching civilians salute.
I know we do it so retarded.
It's so funny to me.
How do you actually do it?
Well, yeah, I have a hat on, so my hat would be lower. But civilians always come like this, like they come way above their eyebrows, like you just did.
Right, like this, right? You're supposed to do it up here, and then you have to have your wrist cocked at an angle like that, and you just go like this.
Exactly.
Isn't that how it is?
With your left hand.
With your
too.
left hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's your
sorry.
left hand?
No,
Oh.
we're being sorry.
No, you, straight arm from
Okay.
your elbow to your hand is straight.
Okay.
You put it to where the corner of your
Corner of your eye,
the eyebrow,
and
you tilt her down a little bit, down. Yeah, but you see your arm's not straight.
Yes,
you
it
get
is.
lit up for that in boot camp.
My arms are fat. It looks like it's bending.
Just keep the elbow lower, and then straighten
and
up
it's the wrist.
There
Don't
you go.
cut. Yeah.
Now tilt it. There. Now you're looking. Now you're
Like
looking
that?
better. Yeah.
That seems
And
so
if you're
unnatural.
if you're at like the front gate or something on a base, those guys are phenomenal to watch because they do this whole thing where they're like they come up, they just like swing up into it. It's good. It's good stuff.
I was never a good dancer.
I'm not good at taking direction.
And that.
It's true though.
Heart's horny guy says, wait. Heart's horn guy or heart shorn guy? I don't know. I'm going to say Heart's horn guy. He says, think about the time zones though in Montana.
It's only going to take me like 6 hours to get out there.
Grant says, no one will ever forget Colby. His sound drops will always be relevant. Tom Canavan says, elbow at right angle. Don't show any palm. Grant says, the Australian way to salute is better. What is it, this?
That was mean.
Or nor.
I think they go.
Nor, sir.
I think they go palm up like the Brits do.
I think, yeah, isn't that like, and then like the Confederates in Gettysburg all do that. They're like,
Oh no.
yeah, or nor. Oh God. Well, listen, I think it's time to eat. But before we do that, let us finally put these songs to bed. The Colby songs. And let me look at my folder here and make sure I don't have any extras that don't always get used. Let's see. Colby begins with a C. Colby baby.
Yeah, I know. At least he didn't try to go with a K.
I know, right?
He knew it.
Got that one. Oh, this is another.
Hey, did you know Colby was in the U.S. Marines?
Very Rolling Stones.
3rd Battalion, 3rd Regiment, it seems.
It seems.
An only child, but his twin is sometimes here.
Oh, yes.
I see him all the time now.
Say hello to Jeremy McNear.
Yeah, so Jeremy McNear was a listener. I saw him at Giant a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we talked for a while. And I was like, dude, you showed up a bunch of weeks in a row. You were like, we were dubbing you as Colby's twin.
And then you
and then you
disappeared.
stopped. Oh, and then the Walk Tallers write a song that includes you, and you never showed up again. And he's like, sorry, dude, I got business. I got busy with work and family.
Kids.
And I go, again, with the kids. What is this? Nobody wants stardom. Anyway, and then there's this one. Oh, we did that one. Okay. Okay. So all the Colby songs are here. So anyway, listen, here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, because I can't talk anymore. And it's starting to hurt. So I'm going to play these songs through. We'll comment on them if we need to. And then when we're done, we will end the show.
With a good night and good luck.
With a good night and good luck. And I will give my final parting message to Colby. And then we'll go and eat. Okay. And then Thursday is regular old
show.
AG Today show. Girls will be here with the news. Court will be on Colby's in his new job there as the new Colby.
The new Colby.
And we'll see. There's no pressure for you to be anything other than yourself, Courtney, okay?
I hate myself.
Oh, God. Well, this is going to be... We're going to take a turn now on this show. But anyway, let's do this here. Let's play the songs. This one here is Colby Baby. Number 1.
Colby, baby.
That's a good one.
Were you ever in the Marines?
Yeah.
Colby, baby. Were you ever in the Marines? Well, the audience never knew that. Now they're brought up to speed. How's that low?
This is Colby Baby 2.
What the hell you talking about?
Della Reese.
Yeah.
Colby, baby. What the hell you talking about?
It was so much funnier when I thought it was other people.
It did. It really was.
I'm just surprised it lasted so long.
I can't believe how real it sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it does sound like
all of it. We know this one, but we'll play it to the end.
Colby was in the Marines, 3rd Battalion and 3rd Regiment, it seems. An only child, but his twin is sometimes here. Say hello to Jeremy McNair. How's that love?
Good groove.
Yeah.
Colby stole the show with another monologue, steering the talk to America's fog. Man and Bethany trying to house that low AG today. Wow, what a show!
And of course, the greatest one of them all.
Oh, yeah. This gets stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, bruh. Let's hit the gym. Yeah, nah, bruh. Let's get you slim. Yeah, nah, bruh. 70-mile ruck. Yeah, nah, bruh. Gonna make you pull a truck.
You know what's funny? I hate this type of music, but this I...
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what's even funnier about this? He went 4 years without doing it.
I know.
4 years. I'll do it in 6 months. I'll do it in 6 months.
He never
When I have
once
time.
did it.
When I have time. I'll do it in 6
no,
months.
not never once. Not never once.
I came to my house like one time.
did a 70-mile
It
ruck.
was like a couple weeks in a row, and he made me do something to the point where I almost threw up and evacuated my bowels at the same time. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this.
We would have it.
It sounds like you have an excuse shuffler that just comes up with this magic card as soon as you need it. Every time you lose one, you get a new one.
Listen, I would call him. I would expect him at the house at like 8:30 or 9. You know, like we'd have like this meeting time, and it would be like 8:56, and I would just have this feeling. He's not coming. He's not even up yet.
He wasn't awake.
He wasn't even awake, and I would text because I would text him, and I wouldn't hear back. And I go, that joker's not even awake. And I call him, and he's like, it's gonna take me a little bit. I got to do this. Why don't you just work out without me?
Well, and also he's 30 minutes away. Yeah, he lives.
I would talk to him the night before, like right before bedtime. I'd be like, so you are gonna come?
His bedtime.
You are gonna come at like 9 in the morning. I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
8:56, no text back.
Yeah.
No, I gotta do this. You just woke up, didn't you? No, I've been up for a few hours.
I've been up for 5 minutes.
Yeah, basically. Like I literally just woke up.
I woke him up.
Yeah.
My phone call woke him up.
And I'm acting like I've been awake. Yeah.
Yeah, but the sound of your voice, you have a very, very bad just woke up voice.
I do. It sounds like this.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I know. And sometimes when I do a morning drive video, people are like, "Oh, you sound like you're coming down with something." I go, "No, just my morning voice." My grandfather always used to wake up, he'd sound like this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, "Are you sick?" He goes, "No, it's my morning voice." And then he'd get better like within an hour.
It's your grandpa.
What? What?
I don't know. I really do hope he sounded like that.
He did. He would.
No,
get
but
a-
I mean the accent and everything.
Oh, he's New Jersey, right?
Yeah, well, Brooklyn, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Same.
he
They
lives
both
in
got
Jersey.
thick accents.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes me happy.
Sacramento Cocosot. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And he'd be like, your sister's petunia. He'd get pissed off, like hammering something, and he'd whack his his finger with the hammer. He'd be like, your sister's petunia.
Northerners do have good like slang
Euphemisms?
verbiage. Yeah, like down south, everything's like very obvious. Like sorry turkey, or something that just makes sense.
Right.
Unless it doesn't make sense, and then it'll never make sense. But typically,
like that whole sentence.
like knee high to a grasshopper took me a long time to
Sure.
pick up on. As a little kid.
Yeah, I love that one though. That's one of my
What are
favorites.
you talking about?
Right. Or like, I've known you since Robert E. Lee was in Tatty Whities.
I've never heard that one.
I just
Never
made it
heard
up.
that one either.
Just made that one up. All right, listen here. Let's do this. Court, if you can go to camera 3, I want to show everybody. We're going to go down to the board, and if you look closely here,
Oh, you're gonna peel me off.
Oh.
That sounded dirty.
Colby's tape is going to come up here because
Oh,
it's.
don't do that.
I have
Matt.
to. No, this is what?
It's gonna be Court's tape.
It's going to be. I'm just going to put back. Now there we go. It's being removed.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
I'm going to give it to Colby. There you go. Okay.
I'm so honored.
Colby, now hold on, let me go back over.
You gonna be able to do that with one hand?
Do this with one hand. Here we go. There we go. Look at that camera work. All right, there we go. Colby, that is your.
Put on your hat.
Put on your hat or something so you know your name from now on. But also, that was your place on the board, and now we'll put Court back there now.
Is this a booger on the back of this?
It is a booger.
You guys.
There we go. I'm trying to get it like straight. There we go. It's a good clap.
Okay. Thank you, Court, for going along with me on that one. That was a long one.
I couldn't
loved
change
it.
the cameras because I was clapping.
That's yeah. All right. All right. So we've done that. We've gone through. Now I'm going to say this to you, Colby. I really appreciated your help on this show. This show is hard to put on. And even though you would show up 3 minutes to showtime, the fact that you were back there, I felt secure. I felt safe. I felt like, barring any like major meltdown, he'll be able to figure something out. And for the most part, that held true.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really liked was what you did is you did it the way you're supposed to do it. And Courtney,
Yeah.
listen closely.
Who is she?
Court, listen closely. Okay. When the show was going on, okay, and let's say the camera was on Bethany because she was talking, okay, and there you go, right? Now, you weren't looking at Bethany's camera while she talked. You were looking at my camera, the guest camera, the upper decker camera, the back, whatever. You were looking at all the other cameras to see if there was something to go to play off of what Bethany was saying. And that's why I always felt like when I would do a Michael Scott mug, to the camera or something like that, you would see it coming. Or if I was futzing around on my computer trying to find a sound effect or whatever, you'd start laughing because you knew which one I was going for. Keep that in mind, Court. You gotta look everywhere but what the camera's which camera is on. You understand?
I haven't looked at the screen in like an hour.
He's over there, Ray Charles in it.
He's got like the whole Dean Martin attitude. He's like,
hey,
how'd all these people get in my room? So, no, but I really appreciate that. And you have been a very good friend, a very reliable friend. You've been very helpful at home for many things. Anytime I needed something, it was like, yeah, dude, what do you need? I'll come over. I could be there at 5. I could be there, whatever. And it was never like, oh, I can't do it today. I can't, and it was just always good, always good. And we had a lot of laughs. We had a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
And I
gave you the name of your coffee.
And you did. And I had, yes. And the other thing,
I know,
which
you haven't aired that yet.
No, I haven't, but I might have a problem with that because there's one out of Palestine with that name.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
I don't think it does.
I doubt it does. I mean, it's imported in the U.S., but I don't know how that works. But anyway, we'll figure that out. But
well, now you're gonna have to tell me.
I'll tell you. Yeah,
there's a Palestinian little ground top.
There is. Yes. Yes.
No.
No. So thank you very much for the time you did come out here. I thought it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with you.
Good times.
And we do now have an excuse to go out to Montana, and I've always wanted to go, but now I have a reason to go. Besides
the beautiful
Little Bighorn and the beautiful state out there and all that other jazz. Well, now know people out there, and who knows?
We'll do a horseback tour of Little Bighorn.
I would love it. Anywhere. I just want to ride a horse again. I just want to ride a horse.
He just wants to ride a horse.
Just don't care. You can't. Apparently, there's horses everywhere in Pennsylvania, but you can't ride a goddamn one.
We can go to rodeos out there. They don't have, which is weird. They don't have rodeos here. Rodeos are fun.
Yeah, no,
rodeos.
Time.
They're just like very scheduled.
And well, yeah, you don't have a random rodeo.
No, but
you do in Montana. They'll have random rodeos.
What, in the middle of the road?
I mean, not in the middle of the road, but they're not like, it's not like they'll have like.
You got a throwdown rodeo outside.
There's a bar in Whitefish, Montana called the Blue Moon. And during the summer, like every Thursday and every Saturday, they'll have like these little mini rodeos. And sometimes those things are a freaking blast, dude.
Really?
Like crazy. So much fun.
Yeah, we'll have to go out there. I'm afraid I'm going to love it and be like,
bye.
Well,
it's been fun,
time
G-Bird.
to do a dressing Little Bighorn or dressing Missoula. Because, yeah.
The only thing out by the Little Bighorn, though, is the reservation. Like, it's the reservation and the battlefield. And that is,
that's
there is
nothing
else out there. Yeah.
That's what they say. Well, we'll figure something out. But thank you very much, Colby. Let's give everybody, Colby, a big round of applause. Standing ovulation, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay, Colby.
Nobody stood up in the back for you, Colby.
Did you see Cindy?
No. Nobody stood up in the back.
Cindy's clap was great.
Standing ovulation, everybody. Look at these come on. Jesus.
There you go, Court.
All right, Court. The second job you have in the back there is to whip some life into that room from now on the shows, okay?
Just keep a sock and a piece of and a bar of soap in it.
All right, I want you pulling pranks or
thing
whatever.
Of spit.
What? Thing of spit?
Yeah, like his tobacco spit.
Oh, okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on this farewell to our pal Colby Sumner, who, let's see, his service to addressing Gettysburg was 2021 to 2025. Just remember that for the archives, because someday I'm going to write a book on all the crazy things that happen behind the scenes. All the nudity and everything.
The burps.
All the burps.
Belches.
The belches, the burps, everything. In the meantime, we'll see you on Thursday, hopefully. And that's it. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a good night.
AG Today's opening theme is written and performed by Colin Southfield and the Mushroom Country Band. Bumper music is arranged and performed by Billy Webster and sometimes Kevin MacLeod. AG Today is produced by Matt Cowlery, Bethany Yingling, Debbie Jones, and Cindy Compton. Engineered by Colby Sumner and maybe sometimes someone else. Guest accommodations are provided by the guests themselves. We'll need a couple thousand patrons to be able to put people up in hotels. Speaking of patrons, maybe you'd like to become one. You'll find plenty of perks over there, not to mention hundreds of episodes that will help you further your Gettysburg and Civil War education. So go to patreon.com/Addressing Gettysburg. I'm Huevos Grande, the voice of Addressing Gettysburg. Thanks for listening.
His young team of whiz kids led by Big Balls.
This concludes our broadcast day.